Hello everyone, welcome once again. Today we are going to study a new chapter of 7th standard, that is physical and chemical changes. So let's start with the definition of physical and chemical changes. But before doing that, let us know that changes can be of two types, physical as well as chemical. Now, if we talk about physical changes are changes in the physical properties of substances. In this change, such as shape, size, color and state of a substance are called as physical property. These only changes, then we can say that this changes physical change. A physical change is in which substances undergo a change in its physical properties is called a physical change. In this change, no new substances are formed. These changes may be reversible. Physical changes are generally reversible. For example, crushing a can, glowing of an electric bulb, tearing of paper, mixing of sand and water. These all are changes which are physical. The change will occur in their shape, size and color or their state. So these are called physical changes. Now let's talk about chemical changes. Chemical changes are changes in which the composition and chemical properties of the substance get changed. It is a change in which one or more new substances are formed is called chemical change. In this chemical change, new substances are produced. This change is permanent. As we have studied in case of physical change, these changes are reversible while chemical changes are permanent. They are not reversible and we can say they are irreversible. So a chemical change is a change in which a substance undergoes a change in its chemical properties. This is called a chemical change. For example, we can take burning of a candle, formation of curd from milk. Once the curd has formed, we cannot convert the curd again into the milk. Ripening of fruits. If the fruit has ripened, we cannot change that fruit again in the raw form. So these all are chemical changes. One more is magnesium ribbon. When you will burn magnesium ribbon, it will burn in presence of oxygen and it will produce magnesium oxide, which is a ash. It will be in the form of ash. So this is also a chemical change. Now let's talk about chemical reactions in daily life. First one is rusting of iron. Rusting is the process in which iron turns into iron oxide. When iron turns into iron oxide, it is called rusting of iron. Ferrous oxide is formed as a result of iron oxide. It happens when iron comes into contact with water and oxygen. Fe is iron and it will change in presence of oxygen and there will be obviously some moisture. When iron reacts with oxygen in presence of H2O, or we can say some moisture, then ferrous oxide will be formed. This is called rusting of iron. The process is a type of corrosion. Rusting of iron is also called corrosion. So corrosion is basically a chemical change in which iron reacts in presence of oxygen and water to form iron oxide and the object corrodes. It is a slow change. It occurs easily under natural conditions. If you leave the iron article for a long time in open atmosphere, what will happen? It will corrode and rusting of iron will take place and it is a type of chemical change. How can we prevent iron from rusting? There are some ways by painting. You can paint the iron surface so that the iron surface does not come in contact with direct with oxygen and water. So this is what we can do to prevent rusting. After that, oiling and greasing, chromium plating, galvanizing. Galvanizing is basically a process in which zinc plating is done on the iron object. When iron object is covered with zinc, it is called galvanization. Now, next one is by alloying. By mixing different alloys with iron, we can prevent rusting of iron. So, these all are chemical changes in which iron corrodes. After that, next one is cooking of food. Cooking of food is also a chemical change that we can see in our daily life. Cooking causes breakdown of complex molecules of carbohydrates, fats, proteins into smaller molecules. So cooking is also a permanent change, or we can say a chemical change, in which breaking is taking place. For example, when iron oxide will break into iron and oxygen, this will be called a decomposition reaction. Similarly, decomposition reaction occurs in case of cooking when breakdown of complex molecules like carbohydrates, fats and proteins will break down to form the smaller molecules. It is regarded as decomposition reaction because the complex molecules are decomposing to form smaller molecule. So that is why it is called decomposition reaction, and it is a type of chemical change. Cooked food is easier to digest than uncooked food. That is why we used to cook the food before consuming it. Next is decay of organic substances. Microorganisms like fungi and bacteria produce enzymes which break down complex organic compounds into smaller substances. It is also regarded as decomposition reaction. Generally, microorganisms, they used to break the complex organic compounds into smaller ones. Like we use microorganisms to convert the waste into the manure. So that is also a decomposition reaction. Some substances can be obtained in pure state from their solutions by crystallization. Now let us know what is crystallization. So crystallization is an example of physical change. It is a process of crystallization. It is used for purification of some substances. So crystallization is used for purification of some substances. So that is what crystallization is. So in this chapter we have studied about chemical and physical changes. Now before ending the video, let us some difference between physical and chemical change. We will learn some difference. In case of physical change, what we have learned, the change in composition of a substance is physical change, and the chemical composition of a substance change in chemical change. Now, if we talk about the another difference between physical and chemical change is, most of the changes of physical change are reversible, whereas chemical changes are irreversible. In case of physical change, no new substance will be formed. But in case of chemical reactions, new substance will be formed. And for example, we can take an example of ice. Ice is converted into water. So only the state is converting. Ice is solid state and it is converted into liquid state. Change in state is taking place. Whereas we can take example of paper. When we will burn the paper will turn into ash, and ash is not a change of state, it is a something new product has been formed in the ash. And ice, when we have changed ice into water, we can again change water into ice by freezing it, but we cannot change the ash into paper again. So this is what we know about physical and chemical changes. Physical changes can be reversed, whereas chemical changes cannot be reversed. So that's all about this chapter. I hope you liked the video. For more details, stay connected to my channel. Thank you and have a good day to all of you.